Hey guys, this is going to be the official start of my project Pan. I know I put a post on my blog quite a while ago saying I was starting this, but I never actually did properly start it. So this is going to be the official start of my project Pan. So I'm just going to show you, I've got 25 products here that I'm going to try and use up completely. So some of them I've already hit Pan on. Some of them don't have very much left, and there's a few mascaras that are almost, in fact there's quite a lot of mascaras that are almost dried out, so I'm going to be using them up. I do actually have a lot of mascaras here, but the thing is I go through phases of using mascara. I get bored of mascara quite easily, so I do have quite a few. Some of them are almost dried up, and some of them still have quite a bit to go, but are starting to sort of dry up a wee bit. I'll just go through the makeup that I have on. I actually have the MAC Pro Longwear Foundation on with my Avon Ideal Flawless Powder, MAC Melba Blush, the lipstick that I've got on I'm actually going to show you, so it's a Barry M1, and I actually have the Girls Aloud Kimberly false lashes on. Don't have any eyeshadow on at all, and nothing on my bottom lashes. Don't even have mascara on my bottom lashes, just to keep that look really clean under there. And I really like the effect that these lashes give when you don't have anything on your bottom lashes. I just really like the look of them. So that is my makeup. I will also put it in the description box. So I'm just going to get started. I only have one skincare item here, the rest is all makeup. I will be including things like shampoos and shower gels and stuff like that, and like perfumes and body sprays and stuff. But I don't actually have any to show you just now because I'm not sure how much I've got left on stuff like that. So if anything like that, if I finish anything like that, I'll keep the bottle and show you anyway on my next update. The first one is actually the Chanel Hydra Max Plus Active Serum. I got this maybe a month and a half ago. So it's one of those weird ones that works its way up rather than down. So I think the product is about here from what I can see. So I've got that much to use. So not very much of that to use, probably lasts me another couple of weeks anyway. So that is almost finished. I then have my Gosh primer, which again is one of the one that works its way up. I use this every day and it's got about half left, so I'm going to try and use that up. I'm actually going to be keeping all these things in one of these, just wee box things, so that I can use them every day. And it's got spaces here for like mascaras and eyeliners and stuff. I suppose you could use them for brushes, but I'm going to use them for mascaras and eyeliners. So it's got them. So I'm going to be keeping, I've actually got a pink flower one, which has like my perfumes and stuff in it, and then I've got this one which usually sits empty for when I'm doing videos, so that I can carry my stuff over here. So I'm going to be keeping everything in that, and I'll find something else to use for bringing stuff over for videos. I'm going to be trying to use this stuff, well obviously I can't use everything every day, but I'm going to try and be using this stuff every day. But obviously if I'm doing a video, today I'm filming later on, but I usually film my videos in the mornings so that my makeup's then on for the rest of the day. But obviously if I'm doing a makeup tutorial and I'm using other stuff, I'm not going to be using this stuff, but I'll try and incorporate this stuff into my tutorials as well, just to try and use it up slightly quicker. So the next, I have a few foundations that are almost out. This one is MAC Pro Longwear. It has about this much left in it. I knocked it over and that's why it looks like it's full at that side, but it's not. It's probably got about that much in the bottom of it. So I'm going to be trying to use this. I used to love this foundation and I hadn't used it in ages. And I put it on today and I'm not sure if I like how it sits on my skin. Because obviously I've been using MAC's Face and Body and Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua and Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. They are a lot lighter, but still give the coverage that I like. But I tried this today and I just don't think I enjoyed how it applied on my skin. But I am going to use it up. I'm not going to not use it. I'll just have to find a way of applying it that works. Because I use my Real Techniques buffing brush and I think that applies a bit too much of this. It works fine for like the Chanel one and stuff, but I think it applies too much. So I'll maybe have to go back to using either my fingers or just a normal foundation brush for this. Oops. The next one is Revlon Colour Stay. Again, it has probably about this much left in the bottom of it. I've got to say the MAC one I'm NW20. As I say, this one has probably about this much left in the bottom, so again, not a lot. Again, I used this yesterday and I'm not entirely sure if I like how it applies, but I will find a way that it works. I might even mix it with my moisturiser to see if I can get a sort of sheerer coverage of this, because this is quite a heavy coverage foundation. I generally wear this one on nights out, but I think that my MAC ones and my Chanel one are perfect for nights out as well. So I don't see the point in keeping a foundation specifically even for nights out anymore. So yeah, that one I'm going to try and use up. The next one is the Avon Calming Effects foundation. I'm not sure how much is left in this, but when I shake it, you can't hear it really moving about. So I'm going to try and use that up. In the Revlon Colour Stay, I'm in colour 220 Natural Beige. So it is more my summer colour, but I have been using fake tans, so that one has been kind of matching me. This is in the colour Ivory. It's a Skin Revival foundation, which is supposed to work on redness and stuff. Doesn't really give enough coverage for me. It is a very, very light, sheer to light coverage. But again, on days where I don't really want much coverage, I think I will use this. And then I have my tinted moisturiser, which you've all probably seen before. It's the Nivea Daily Essentials. This is literally, I'm trying to get stuff out here and it's literally empty. So that's how much I could get out there. I suppose if I worked on it, it would probably come out more. But so I'm going to try and keep that upright so it all comes down to the bottom. The next ones are Bare Minerals foundations. I think these are the sort of half size ones. I have medium and medium beige, which I actually have to mix together to get the right shade for me. So these don't have very much left in them. They're 2 gram pots, so I think they're like half size ones. And I think, wait a minute, medium has probably, shake it all down, maybe half left in it. And medium beige has less than half in it. So I'm just going to be using these as sort of setting powders. I don't like using them on their own because I do have dry skin and they just don't sit very well, so I think using a wee drop of them for setting powders would be perfect. And if I'm using just a wee drop for setting powders, these, as I have done for a while with these, both these colours work perfectly for me. So that's them. And I also have a Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and it's a 3 gram pot, and I literally have like a couple of uses left in this, maybe 2, 2 or 3 uses left in that, so that will probably be the first product that I use up. But I do like it, but I won't repurchase it just because there's so many other things that I enjoy more for setting my makeup than that. The next one is a concealer. This is the MAC Select Moisture Cover in NW20, and there's literally only that much left in the bottom of it, so I think soon I'm going to struggle to get the product out. So that is that one. On to blushes and bronzers. Obviously these are going to take... I've got foundation all over that, never mind. These are going to take quite a while to use up because you really don't use much of them. But this is Benefit's Hoola, which I use almost every day. I didn't use it today, but you can see that I've already hit pan quite a lot on that. So that shouldn't be too hard to use up. The next one is in the e.l.f. Blushing Bronzer Duo. Now I really don't like the bronzer in this, so I will not be using up the bronzer. But as you can see, I've hit pan on the blush. I actually own NARS Orgasm, which is a similar colour to this, but I don't want to use that up too quickly. So I'm actually going to be using this one instead, it's almost the same colour. And I have just started to hit pan on that, so I'm going to be using that up and hope that once I've hit pan on it, it doesn't crack like a couple of my other ones. In fact, I'll swatch that for you. You'll be able to see the colour of it. Or is it just there? And even just by swatching it, I've hit pan even more, so it shouldn't be too hard to use up. The next is another blush. This will be the one that I use when I want a more matte blush. These are both sort of pink colours, so obviously I'll only be using these when I want a pink blush. The only other colours I really use are peaches, which is what I've got on today. I've got MAC's Melba on, so I'll probably be rotating between these three. The matte peach, which I've got on my cheeks today, this matte pink, and then the shimmery pinky peach colour. This is a Natural Collection blush in Pink Cloud. And as you can see, I've hit pan quite considerably on this. So I'm just going to continue to use that up. It's just a matte baby pink, and I love it. I probably will repurchase this one, just because I don't have another matte pink blush like this. But I'll just see. I'm not going to repurchase anything until the project pan is completely over, because I do have a lot of other blushes that I could be using up. So I will be using that one. Just while I'm thinking about it, you're going to be wondering what I've got on my nails. Here it is a nails ink colour in Oxford Circus, and it is like a bright baby pink. It doesn't really show up very well, but it is literally like a bright baby pink colour. On to mascaras and eyeliners. I have a lot of mascaras here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 8 mascaras here. But as I said before, I'm a crazy mascara junkie, so yeah. The first one is an eyeliner though, and it is the Revlon Colour Stay eyeliner in brown. So there, and it's the one with the little sharpener in the end, and it twists up, and that, you can see that is all I have left of it. See that there? I usually use this to put my wee beauty spot on, which I haven't done today, so I'll just do that now. I don't always do this, because I have quite a pale beauty spot just there, so I tend to sometimes put that in with this. Or I use this on my waterline occasionally, but it's mainly just for that. As you can see, I like to pop that in just because I think it makes, especially when I've got a really simple look on like this, and if I've got a heavy look on I don't tend to put it on. But I think when I've got a simple look on like this, it really just brings out. So that will be used up extremely soon. That'll probably be another one of the first ones that I use up. Onto mascaras, I have Max Factor False Lash Effect. This, I would say, is pretty much done. I'll maybe get a couple of uses out of that. I then have this George in the Nudie mascara, which was clear. It's obviously not anymore. I probably won't use this up because I'm not the biggest fan of it, but as you can see it's still got quite a lot left in it, but it is, because I use it on my brows, it's starting to go a kind of funny colour, and it doesn't really, it puts the funny colour onto your brows, so I'll probably use this for maybe a couple of weeks yet, and then, because obviously I fill my brows in and then I put this on, so it gets the colour from that onto the brush, which then goes in here. So I'll maybe use that for a couple of weeks and see how it goes and see if it gets any more horrible. If it doesn't, then I'll carry on using it. If it does, then I'll just throw it out. I probably won't include this in as one of my project pan, because I won't have used the entire thing, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that one yet. I then have the Avon Spectra Lash Mascara, and it is the one where you have the wee dial at the bottom, 1, 2 and 3, and I'll try and show you the difference, but I'm pretty sure this is almost dried out. That is what comes out when you have it on number 1, which is number 1 is always completely dried out. Number 2 comes out like that, just a little bit more product on the brush, which again almost dried out. And 3 comes out like that again. If I run my finger over the brush, it's pretty dry, it's not really like wet anymore. So I'll probably get a couple of uses out of that one as well. Now I've got this on my finger. I don't think I have a tissue because my camera is propped on my tissue box. I'll put it on the back of my hand just now. So now I have a black splodge. The next is the L'Oreal Telescopic Waterproof Mascara. This has quite a bit left in it, but again it's starting to dry out. That's what the brush looks like. Just starting to dry out, that one. In fact, the rest of them, I'll show you the one that's not starting, that's sort of more dried out. This is the Avon Sonic Boost Vibrating Mascara. Don't know if you can hear it. If you can see it vibrating, but that is what the brush looks like, and that is almost dried out. The next 3 are just starting to dry out. The first one is the Calvin Klein Mega Volume, which looks like that, just in a black tube with the Calvin Klein logo on the top. Next one is the Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express Black Drama, and it's the one with the lace detailing on the lid. Again, just starting to dry out this one. It's the one with the spoon brush. And the last one is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Volume with the Lash Growth Complex, which just looks like that. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I will use it up. And the last three products I have are lipsticks. The first one I'll show you is actually the one that I'm wearing just now. And it is a Barry M colour. And it is in 941, which is Touch of Magic Green. But I assure you, it does not come out green on your lips. It comes out this colour. So it looks green. It's not got very much left on it. Comes out that colour. The next one is a Rimmel colour, and it is the Moisture Renew lipstick in 600 Soft Coral. I'll just do a swatch of that. There's only that much left on that one. And that is it there. And then I have a Gosh lipstick in 134 Darling, which is a nude lipstick. So it's like that, that's all that's left on it. Don't know why I'm swatching this, because you're probably not going to be able to see it. Sit there. You really can't see that, I don't know why I bothered. But that is the items that I'm hoping to use up in my project pan. I will be doing update videos, so keep your eyes peeled for them, maybe in a couple of weeks, and I'll show you what I've used up. As I said, I'm including things like shower gels, shampoos, conditioners, sort of like hair things and body things and skincare and stuff. So I'm going to be including them. Yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you all have a good night, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!